Sweden, a Scandinavian country in Northern Europe. In regards to the European Union, it's the third largest country and has 1.9% of EU's population. Financially, we can see that the total EU spending in Sweden is 1.4 billion, which is 0.32% of Swedish gross national income (GNI). Sweden contributes 3.5 billion to the EU budget, and that is 0.77% of Swedish GNI. Negotiations for the 1995 enlargement of the EU to include Sweden were triggered by the Maastricht Treaty, countering the notion of EU exclusivity for less Europe, and implementing the three-pillar structures of the EU and the creation of the euro. Membership requirements came from Article O, which required acceptance of the four freedoms, community rules, standards and policies, and monetary union. A major implication of the Maastricht Treaty is the euro and the associated European Monetary Union, the Eurozone. This required EU members to fix their currency against the euro via the European exchange rate mechanism and then adopting the euro. This process of currency unionization is underpinned by the notion of the optimum currency area theory. The optimum currency area is used to assess viability of common currencies between countries. The OCA is based on geographical areas adopting fixed exchange rate pegged to single currency, a currency union. The functionality of the monetary union requires three conditions: a flexible labor market, labor mobility, and price flexibility. These conditions allow members to easily absorb asymmetric shocks internally rather than through exchange rates. Benefits that members receive from a currency union includes decreased transaction cost, removal of exchange risk, and increased trade. However, the merging of countries into a currency union has drawbacks, such as losing central bank's virginity to a single overarching monetary authority. This single authority will conduct policy according to the average condition of the union members. In 2003, Sweden conducted a referendum in regards to becoming a Eurozone member. The Swedish people rejected membership of the Eurozone with 56% of the votes. However, under the EU membership requirements, Sweden must eventually adopt the euro in an unspecified time frame, however. Joining the Eurozone would limit Sweden's international competitiveness created by its exchange rate. Ericsson attributes Sweden's impeccable performance from the 1990s till GFC to the favorable exchange rates, export competitive, and the resulting export profits. This exemplifies the reliance of Sweden's performance on the krona, and the resulting export competitivity and the EMU membership would undermine Sweden's economic success. In conclusion, we see that Sweden's reliance on the krona for a competitive edge is critical to its success, and it's likely going to prolong its adoption of the euro.